Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Hostility, and hopefully you guys can see me at the moment, but I am in front of all my parts, and today is the long-awaited build process. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and start building my computer, but just a word of sort of disclaimer, I guess, before I start this video. If you follow any of the instructions that I proceed, or anything that I do in this video, I'm not held responsible if you break one of your components. So yeah, just have that out there. And the way that I build a PC is absolutely just my opinion and what I think is right, and what you may think is right may be different, and you can feel free to leave some maybe something in the comments below if you're not sure, or if you just want to state your opinion. But yeah, this is the way I build my computer, and this is just a little disclaimer before the video starts. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the PC build, and I'm sitting in front of all my parts. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty guys, so here I have all the things that I need for my PC build. I have my screwdrivers. I have a big one here, and this is my old trusty screwdriver, and I also have a little kit here just in case if I need to play around with any more delicate screws. Also have some zip ties for later cable management, and also I have an anti-static kit because I am working on carpet, and unfortunately in my house there's nowhere else I can build my PC, so yeah, I just have to use my anti-static kit to make sure that I don't static shock any of my components. And especially if you are on carpet, be sure to have an anti-static kit, or just take a lot of precaution when you are handling your parts. So yeah, that's just a little word of advice there. But without further ado, I think we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm just going to move these off to the side because I don't need them at the moment. But I'm going to go ahead and start by prepping the case, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So start by prepping your case. Take off both screws on the motherboard, take off both side panels, and put them away so they don't get bent or anything. So here are all the thumb screws. You should probably keep them in a safe place. Like a bottle cap works fine for this, actually. So I just found a little M&M's container, and I'm just going to put my screws inside it, just so they don't get lost, and I'll just put that off to the side there. Guys, almost forgot, my static kit. Should probably use that. Oh shit. Alright, so if you guys are not sure on how an anti-static kit works, basically, you get one of these, put it on, clip it on there you go. This here, hold on, I can reach the end of it. This here connects to a metal part of your case, or any sort of metal part, so I just... Oh, maybe you should stick it in the corner there where there's like a screw as well. So yeah, that'll be a perfect place to put my static thing. And also, we have the strap. So you connect this one up to here, strap, and you just put that on your arm. There you go. You're now protected from any static. But also, if you are using a static strap, just make sure to touch any middle bit of the case just to put yourself on the same electrical level as the rest of your components. So, prepping the case. Basically, you just want to open up the side panels of your case, take off any sort of intrusive packaging or like stickers or anything like that. Also, in one of your drive cages, you will find one of these. And Corsair put these in the drive cage. Hold on, it's a bitch to get out. I'll just pop that back in. You'll get a whole bunch of screws. These are for your motherboard, and also just fans and stuff like that. So yeah, this has everything that you need to build your computer. I'm just going to put these off to the side at the moment because I don't need them yet. And anything else, basically just take all your front I/O and then just put it out of the way for a second because we don't need that just yet. All we need is an empty motherboard tray. Also, what you can do at this point is you can put your I/O shield, which I've done. You just basically make sure that the audio jacks are at the bottom, and then the PS2 and the USB 2.0 ports are at the top. Pop that in. You'll know because this particular I/O shield, oh, if it can focus, Jesus, the writing is right way out. Also, I installed my SSD, if I can get around to the back. I installed my SSD in one of these cages, so yeah, that's where I'm going to be putting that. I'm just going to put the rest of my drives inside there. And also take off any other stuff that is not needed. It just makes the case a lot easier to work with. And this thing that I broke earlier, gently just on my bed's fine. And also don't put bare components on like cloth or anything. That's a bad idea because obviously they'll get static shocked. And there's a lot of talk about static and shit, but hey, it happens. And so yeah, all the standoffs are in the correct position, but you want to make sure before you go ahead and get started. But it depends on how you want to pretty much start your computer build. For me, I like to install the processor, motherboard, and RAM first, and then put that into the motherboard, and then do all the power supplies and hard drives and stuff later on. But you could install the power supply first, or your drives. If you have a CD drive, install that, and yeah, we can work that way. It really depends on you. So I'm just going to do it my way, and yeah, I'll be back. Alrighty, so hopefully you guys can see at the moment. So here I have my processor, i7-6700K, and the RAM, 16 gigs, and the motherboard. So I'm going to unbox it, and I probably should have my static strap on. So here, straight away, we have the motherboard, wrapped in an anti-static bag. Yep, you guys can see that fine. I'm just going to put that off to the side for a second. And in here we have all our goodies. I already put some stuff in here, but a rule of thumb that I usually follow is that everything that you find, like any instruction manuals, screws, discs, anything, put that in your motherboard box, everything. So if you need them in the near future, then you have one place to go to. But I'm going to just take all the stuff out. So in your motherboard box, you get, I got an ROG SLI bridge, 4 SATA cables, and 2 are right angled and 2 are straight. You get your I/O shield, and also with ASUS boards, they're including the CPU installation tool. Not too sure if I want to use it. Oh, can you guys see that? Yeah. It's a CPU installation tool. Basically, you put your CPU in here and then put it in. But to get your CPU in here, you have to push it down with, you have to like touch the contacts, and I really don't want to do that. So I might refrain from using this. I'm not too sure if I need to use it, I will. But if not, then I guess we're just not going to use it. Also, you'll find your driver disc here. This is for my particular motherboard. I got some labels for labeling my SATA cables. Quick start guide. Also motherboard manual. Sorry. This is like one of the most important manuals that you will ever encounter when building a computer. A good idea is to use this as your test bench, or just build on the motherboard box. So I'm going to take the motherboard out and just put the packaging on the ground. I'm just going to touch some the case, and I'm also grounded just to make sure. I'm not sure if you guys can completely see, but I'm grabbing my motherboard out of the bag at the moment. Put the static bag aside. Now you can choose to build on your bag. It really depends on you. I'm just going to build on the box just because. Okay, so it looks like there's a little bit of protective packaging here on the heatsink. I'm just going to take that off, and oh my god, that is so satisfying. Throw that away because otherwise it's going to freaking melt. And yeah, so we have the board here. Alright, so yeah, here's the board itself. And now there are very, very delicate components on this, so be sure to handle it by the edges, heatsink, and if you have like a heatsink installed on it, handle it by that, or handle it by the edges. So what we're going to do now is do the easy part, or sort of the easy part, I don't know. Okay, so you guys can see the CPU socket, which I'm going to do first. I'm going to install the CPU first. I don't know, it depends. If you want to install the RAM first, install the RAM first. It's totally up to you. So I'm just going to cut the seal on this. I don't really understand why Intel had to make a box this big to house a little CPU like this, but I don't know, that's really up to them. How do I get it out? You'll also find an instruction manual in your CPU box, and also a Core i7 sticker if you want to put that on. I like the older ones better though. They look a lot nicer, but I don't know. Personal preference. Alright, so the CPU comes in this little, I guess, plastic piece here. I don't know if I can I don't know, I'm not going to use the CPU installation tool because I don't feel comfortable using it. And you want to open the lever on this and leave the protective cover on. That'll pop off when you install your CPU. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop my CPU, and not really drop, but gently seat it in. So I'm opening it like so, and I'm shaking at the moment because this is a very powerful processor and it's very expensive. And you want to handle it by the edges. Do not touch the top here. Oh, you guys cannot see shit. Do not touch the middle bit. And I'm just going to gently seat it into the socket and line it up with the pins and the triangle on the side. Oh god, I think I fucked up. And line it up with the 2 notches on the side and the triangle. Once it's in, give it a little wiggle, make sure it's in there right. And that's not going anywhere, so I put the lever back down. Now, this is going to require a lot of force. I should probably do it from the other side. Hold it. This is going to require a lot of force, but it's normal, it's perfectly normal, and oh god, that sounds terrible. But there we go, we have our CPU installed, and this cover, you should keep it, because just in case if you have to return the board, they will not accept it without this cover. So yeah, keep it and hope that you never have to use it again. But that's our CPU installed, and that was really nerve-wracking, but it's in there, and I'm just going to show you guys. It's right in there. I didn't use the CPU installation tool because I did not really feel comfortable using it. And there's a lot of gaps there, and that's probably why. But yeah, I just did not feel comfortable using it. So if you want to use it, that's fine. But I really don't want to. I don't want to touch the pins. So that's pretty much the CPU installation. Really nerve-wracking at first, but once you get it out of the way, it's done and dusted, and you can continue on with your build. Hopefully you guys can still see as well. My camera work is not the best. So now I'm going to go ahead and install the RAM. Pop it out of its plastic, and I got some freaking beastly looking rip jaws for. Pop it out of the plastic. Do not bend the RAM. Oh god, it's so hard to get out. Why? Why do they make it this hard? So that's one DIMM. And as you can see, there is a little notch in the, right there. There's a little notch if this thing will focus. Alright, so you want to match up the colors. So one is gray, two pairs of gray and 2 pairs of black. And according to the manual, if you have a dual channel kit, you want to install it on the gray ones, or the ones one away from the motherboard. So I'm going to open up these slots, place the RAM in ever so slightly, if I can see, touch the case. Handle it always by the heatsink, never touch the contacts as well, that's a general rule. So it's in there, and now you just want to push from both sides, and it'll click in, and that's in, that's one DIMM. Grab the other one now. There we go, okay, it's in. One corner, is it in? I think it's in. One corner, and the other corner, clicks in. There we go, 2 RAM slots in. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. So now that's pretty much all we need to do with our motherboard at the moment. And yeah, so we can start putting it into the case. So put away all your packaging and stuff, move it off to the side. You want a clean workspace. To install your motherboard, you want to lay your case down flat, like so. You guys couldn't really see that there, but lay your case down flat and make sure you have standoffs installed. Like usually you'd want to check on your motherboard for the correct placings, and yeah, just make sure that everything's installed, no cables are in the way, and that your IO shield is installed. So I'm going to try and move these ones out of the way, and I think it should be fine to go ahead and seat in. Now I just need you guys to be able to see this. Okay, I found my motherboard screws, and I'm going to need 8 of them because one of these standoffs inside here is recessed, and it's going to help hold the board in place. Pretty much what you want to do is just grab your motherboard, put it inside the case, just make sure that it lines up with the standoffs. I'm going to try and find the middle one here because that one is my golden one, and it's going to help me seat the motherboard in.
So make sure all the I/O ports line up. Now all of them should be lined up. Just make sure that you have all the standoffs there lined up. And if you have any standoffs that aren't meant to be there, that will short out your board, or that will have the potential to short out your board. So watch out for them, but I'm fairly confident. I can double check if I need to, which I probably will do. And there are no standoffs. I can probably flip around the back of the case after I've installed it as well. So you want to grab a screw and install it. Whichever side you want, doesn't really matter. You can start it from the corners, you can start from wherever. I'm just going to start from here. And you just want to get them started first. You don't want to screw them all in, so you can still move it around. And it's probably a good idea to have a magnetic screwdriver as well. That is really handy. Unfortunately, my one is not magnetic, so I'm just going to have to deal with it. Hey guys, so my camera just sort of fell and around all over the place. But I have all these screws installed. It took a little bit of effort. Just take your time if it's not going in. Just reposition the board. And you'll know everything's fine. If the motherboard is... I still need to tighten a couple of screws, but on the back here, the I/O ports all match up. And everything looks fine. I don't know, it's sort of misaligned, but it'll work. It's fine for now. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and tighten all the screws now. Alright, sweet guys, so the motherboard is now installed and it's in place. Also checked on the back to make sure everything is fine. And now I think I'm just going to route a couple of cables before I install my CPU cooler. So I've plugged that cable in and hopefully it's fine. And clearance. I have had one of the experiences of me plugging in the CPU cable the wrong way and my computer didn't fire up, so luckily it did not break or anything, but yeah. So now we're going to go ahead and install the CPU cooler, and god damn, this is going to be a bitch. Guys, it's also a good idea to have a clean workstation. As you can see, it's so messy at the moment, so I'm going to do a little bit of spring cleaning and get back to you guys. So the first step in doing this is installing the fans, and I'm going to have them configured in a exhaust, although it says you should put them in an intake. I don't really care. I'm just going to put them in exhaust because, yeah. So I've got the fans mounted on the H110 bracket on, and I got the backplate installed. So I'm going to go ahead and mount the cooler. I don't think I'm gonna film it just because it's so hard to, you know, get a right angle, and it's just, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna film it, so I'll just talk you guys through it when I'm done. Okay, so I finally installed the H110i in my case, and these tubes, my god, they're massive and they cover the RAM slot. So basically to get the radiator up here was a struggle and a half. I had to remove the fan, I had to remove the CPU cable, which I thought that I did not need to. And I had to remove the RAM, and like the RAM got stuck in the removal process, but yeah, I just had to force it out and it worked. So I've connected a couple of the cables. I've connected the Corsair link cable, which hopefully looks alright. I think it looks fine for now, I guess. Excuse that mess at the back. And I've put the 8-pin back up, connected the fans, connected them to the pump, and all that's left to do now, and I've also connected the front panel audio. That's the Corsair link cable, and this is the USB 3.0 cable, which I've connected, and as you can see they're moving around. So all that's left to do is pretty much connect the graphics card and the power supply and do a test boot and see what happens, and hopefully it boots up. So I'm gonna do that and then I'll come back when I'm done. Damn, look at this thing. This thing is huge and it's sagging a little bit, which I'll probably try and fix. It's not sagging too much, but I don't really like to see it sagging, so I'm going to fix that by putting something up here. I think it can support it like that. And yeah, so this USB 3.0 header is stuck, and it got into the way of me installing it. It's probably pushing down on the graphics card now. Oh god, look at that thing. It's like bending and shit. So I really need to find a way to remove it, otherwise it's just going to bend the graphics card and make it sag even more. But yeah, I don't know, it's sort of just resting on there at the moment. Yeah, that's making it sag a little bit. But apart from that, it's pretty straight. I'm actually... Is it? Yeah, it's sagging a little bit. There you go. Happy faces. Alright, now, power supply time. Alrighty, so I have everything connected. I haven't fully done cable management yet, just because I am, hopefully everything's alright. So yeah, I've not done any cable management yet, just because I've done a little bit, but yeah, obviously because my it's not done yet, and I just need to make sure that it boots first. Alright, there we go. I've connected everything up. Got the reset, power, hard drive, or sorry, SSD, and we're gonna try and find an empty outlet to plug this shit into. There we go, there's life. The motherboard power LED should have come on, but that's okay. Alright, now everything is plugged in. Flick the switch. Ooh, we got lights. Moment of truth, boys. Oh shit, something's grinding. We got lights, boys. Shit's on. Nothing's happening though. Hold on, the screen. Yes. We got boot. We got boot, boys. I heard something grinding on earlier, so I probably should try and find where that is. All the fans are spinning. This one is. Hold up. What the fuck is this? Okay, so it's detected memory, SSD, motherboard, CPU. How do I run setup? I don't know what this is one asking of me. But I got that first try. I'm actually pretty happy with myself. So yeah, we got boot. What happens if I press F1? Setup. I pressed F1. Fans are spinning, everything's on. Graphics cards, there's so many fans. And it's not too, it's quite loud actually, I have to admit. Yeah, so we got boot. Let's see, we got the 6700K, 21 degrees Celsius motherboard, 1.3 volts. I don't know if that's a bit, that might be a bit high. We have the Samsung SSD, all the chassis fans are spinning, the front ones are spinning, yep. All of them are spinning, and so yeah, we have boot, and it looks sick. That's pretty sick. I'm actually happy with how I got it first go. Now I just have to clean up the cables. So I'm about to start doing some cable management after quite a long break. Hold up. So yeah, have a lot of stuff to do. I'm not sure if you guys can see because the light is just God. But I'm just gonna do what I did with my other build. Put the phone in the chair and adjust it right, so you guys can see and get to work. Yeah.
Only with you, I fall like
Okay, so finally finished the cable management at the moment, and the GPU sag is real. Got my friend on Skype for moral support. My camera died halfway through. I was filming the cable management process, but you pretty much get the idea. You've seen it before, but it's just in a different case. And if we go around to the back and try, if I move this around, I don't think I did too bad of a job. Like it looks quite cluttered, but yeah, I think I did a pretty good job, and I think I can get the back panel on if I try hard enough. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the end result. I just got to change up a couple of things, add in a couple of things, like probably a black pencil underneath here to help lift the sag up. But we're going to test fire it again. All that's left to do: install side panels, load up Windows, install drivers, install updates, and play some games, which will be exciting. AGOP doesn't count, Tom. Look at all the pretty lights. I don't know, the LEDs don't really match up, but we got some red, we got some blue, and we got some white LEDs. I should just probably make it an RGB. I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and install the side panels and then install Windows. Oh, first I need to fix that. I need to fix the sag. Okay, so I got the pencil there. If I take it off, you can see the sag is real. When I put it back under, and my friend's still on me on Skype. There you go. It looks a lot better. Hold on. I'm filming right now, bruh. There you go. It's all nice, and I'm gonna try and put the side panels on now. That is so satisfying. Looks so beautiful. Makes me want to cry. You can see my reflection. What up, guys? A piece of plastic to point out. Damn, hopefully you guys can see this, but finally got it done. And yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself after what I endured. I mean, it took quite a while actually. I think it took me around maybe 5-6 hours to build this thing. Should have taken a lot less, but it's been a lot of time on cable management. I'm pretty happy with the end result. So yeah, all that's left to do now is install Windows, install drivers, install updates and whatnot, and play some freaking games. And I'm just so excited for this PC to be finally up and running. And yeah, so if you do, I'm not going to be also filming the install process because I really don't feel like it. And there's plenty of videos if you do want a tutorial. There's plenty of better ones that I do. And also for this video, I'm not too sure how long it is, but I thank you for sticking around, and hopefully you guys did enjoy. I didn't get the best camera angles, and it was only a one-man team, so I was the one filming and building. So yeah, it was quite impossible to do so. But in the end, I got it done, and I'm happy with myself. So yeah, thumbs up for this baby. This thing looks absolutely sick. I'm just gonna wait until I get my actual LEDs in, and then I'm gonna change the WindForce logo to red, and then obviously use Corsair Link to change the H110 eyes logo to red. But apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Subscribe for part 3, which is going to be like the overclock and or just the benchmarks pretty much. And part 4 will probably be overclocking and improvements and whatnot. So yeah, yeah, stay tuned for those. Definitely going to be posting those soon. If you haven't checked out the parts list, go ahead and go to the description, or it's probably going to be on a card somewhere on this video. Click the I or the information button on somewhere around here. I don't know. It's above my head probably. And yeah, you can go ahead and check the parts list out. So yeah, very happy. And yeah, you're going to be seeing this build in a lot of videos. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.